Are they gonna kiss? What's going on?
There
we go.
Welcome. I am John Canopener.
And I am James Wang.
And together we are
Rock Hard.
And today what we are talking about is Jeepers Creepers 3 and 4, as well as a ranking, because time's short, these movies suck, and we're just trying to get through this.
Speed up the
we
process.
promised you the franchise. We're giving you the franchise. We already did 1 and 2. If you guys haven't seen those, go ahead and check them out.
Hell yeah.
But today we are talking about 3 and 4. 3 and Jeepers Creepers Reborn, I should say. It's going to be quick, guys. It's going to be quick. Very quick. Okay? So, first off, before we get into it, hope you guys are doing okay. Thank you guys very much for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, we are going to get into Jeepers Creepers 3. I'm a little fucked up, okay? Just be real. Just be real right now.
Is it New Year's?
It is New Year's. It is New Year's. Yeah. Wow. This guy. Cool. You didn't see anything.
No.
You didn't see anything.
I'll be sure to block it off or something.
This is gonna get banned. We're fucked. We're fucked.
This is a cigarette. What are you talking about?
I don't even think you can do that anymore. Happy New Year's, peeps.
Yay.
We're finishing this shit off. Here we go.
Right.
All right, James. Jeepers Creepers 3, what'd you think about it?
Okay, well, this is my second time seeing this. So I've seen this before when it first came out, was like 2017. I don't remember shit. I remember just playing it in the background and just being on my phone or something. I was familiar with it. I saw they made a new one. I was like, oh shit, let me check it out. And then I was like on my phone at the same time. Don't remember shit. So I guess this second time is technically my first watch because I have like there's some shit I forgot.
Yeah.
And overall, I'm not impressed. It's obviously shit. Everything about it is just. I mean, compared to 3 and 4, which we'll get to 4 in a second. The third one, it has some decency to it, but there's just a lot of elements to this movie that it just doesn't seem like a Jeepers Creepers movie to me at all.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to zoom through this shit. Yeah, I agree, dude. Jeepers Creepers 3, I only wrote down like 3 things, dude. Okay, so I'll just go through them. 1, the sergeant. If you guys didn't know, if you guys haven't seen this, spoiler alert, this is not a part 3. This is a part 1.5. And what they did with the sergeant, since it's been fucking 20 years since the motherfucker's been in the first movie, what they did with him, they dyed his hair and they did the best he could. But I believe like he's probably the best actor in the whole fucking movie.
Still, yeah.
And his heart's in the right place. he tries his best. But the first thing I have is that the sergeant, they did the best they could with him to make him look young again. The Creeper's awesome once again. You know, there's no problems there. Only problem I had with him is that his eyes are blue, not brown. If this is right after what he did with Derry, then his eyes should be brown. That was the whole thing, right? Because in part 2, his eyes are brown. Mm-hmm. Because they're Derry's eyes. We're all supposed to, yeah, exactly. But yeah, those are just a couple things. Like I said, we're not going to waste too much time on this. Jeepers Creepers 3 sucks ass. This wasn't a good movie at all.
And then they had like a bunch of things that like they were going towards a direction and
like,
they never fucking went with it.
Yeah, they kept on hinting at these like questions that we would get answered about where the creeper came from.
Yeah, like his origins or whatever, yeah.
And nah, we got jack shit. They were hoping for another movie for some reason. After everything we know
about Victor Salva,
you, that one person that commented, we get it. We know Victor Salva is a piece of shit, and it's surprising we even got this one.
Yeah.
But for us to even get this one, I mean, they still fucked it up. They still acted like they were going to get another movie. They're not going to get another movie out of this. This is terrible.
So now it's more questions left unanswered. like you just
It's like, we know what you are, and the Creeper's like,
it's like fuck.
It's like, we don't know. We still don't know.
We still don't
We
know.
will never know.
Yeah, other than that, like the story, like the characters in this movie too, is like I just genuinely don't really care about. I just don't really care about any of the characters, and then they have some things like I wrote down the, like apparently like the older lady, I forgot her name, the old lady, she can like see her dead son or something because he touched the hand of the creeper, or no, it was the creeper, right? Because they showed a flashback scene when the movie first started, and it showed like this guy just running towards a car and then trying to get a car's attention, and then the creeper got his ass, and then the guy gets out of the car and the machete drops. But then that's all we saw, and then it was revealed that he fucking like chopped the hand off, and that shit fell, and he fucking wrapped it up and he buried it at his mom's house or something. Like, and then the mom can see the dead son. Like, it's stupid. Like, I don't get. I mean, maybe I'm just dumb.
They tried to like stretch out that thing to where you guys seen the first two. You guys know that like people get visions of shit, especially in the second one. That blonde bitch gets one out of nowhere, and they lay into that a lot in this one. They lay into it a lot. Like, there's an actual connection between that shit.
Yeah, like that actually makes sense.
They try to explain that without explaining where the creeper comes from and what the fucking creeper is. So they try to dive you more into that dead person, alive person connection or whatever, but still failed to answer anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what this whole movie is. This whole movie is just like a still unanswered question. Like, they were actually leading somewhere kind of cool because we all want to know like where the fuck this guy comes from, and we still don't get it. It's like, god damn. It's like
it's terrible.
It's like rubbing your face in it. It's like even more.
Like Mick Jagger.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, like, there's just some funny moments. This movie was filmed in the daytime. I think that was one of my biggest like negatives of this entire movie. Which, I mean, they had a very short budget from the last movies.
They have to connect them between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So ipso facto,
it was in the daytime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So right after this, he was running through that field and fucking.
I think it's just like, what? Yeah, like. Why they do it after the first movie?
No, right after this. No, he went and got that kid. That's what he did.
Oh.
Daddy, help!
Yeah.
That motherfucker, Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter.
Got Aaron Carter.
Yeah. I mean, I guess with all that, I guess it's whatever. But still,
anyway,
like it's still made like the movie like more like not as intimidating, or the creeper as intimidating as he should be. He's still scary. This is the last movie we'll get with the original guy who plays the creeper before the fourth one. So there's some cool shots with him, like after he takes off the truck. I
had truck. That was the coolest.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. No, in the beginning when they first, it's leaving off from. That's the thing too. They try to like surprise you at the end. It's like, bitch, we already know. You already said in the beginning. Like,
this is before the second one.
Trish is inside the police department. Derry just got taken away, and now we're checking out his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the sheriff with the earring comes up with his crew of Ghostbusters. But anyway, they tow away the creeper's truck eventually, and when they do that, the creeper gets involved, gets his truck back, cuts the chain with his axe, and you get that sweet scene of him just the shot of him standing on top of the truck, and the truck's taking him away.
That's a good ass shot.
Like, this motherfucker is this Elon Musk?
Elon.
How's that thing driving by itself?
For real.
So. Yeah, that's a really cool shot though. Him just standing on top, like, "What's up, bitches? Like, I will fuck you up." And then they're like, "Yeah, he's coming back." And he gets the guy, but the CG
that's another thing I have.
Ass.
Yeah.
which pisses me off. Not for this movie, but it pisses me off for other movies that have good CG, but people still bitch about CG because everything's got to be practical. I get it. When you watch Alien, you want to see a practical. I get that. I understand that. But like the whole space station's got to be CG.
Speaking of which, I was like, little face hugger.
A little face humper right here.
A little face humper.
See that?
Pretty cool, huh?
Present from this guy. But anyway.
So stupid.
We're a little... Happy New Year's, peeps.
Yeah.
Remember this is New Year's. Remember we're having a good time right now. And yeah. That was probably the only cool shot of the creep. We got a couple. The other one where like he wiped with the bitch when the freckle face motherfucker and the other bitch, they were in the truck and the blood was all pushed up against the side and he fucking like wiped it and like looked and you know what I mean?
That was another cool thing, yeah.
And then he punched that. Like that was a cool scene. That was cool.
To get that bitch out of the car. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, aside, he's like the only like redeeming quality of this movie. It's like, I don't know. It's like, you're just bringing back someone. It's like going like, it's hard to explain. Like, you're like, he's kind of like the veteran of that whole thing, kind of. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, he saves it. That's pretty much it. Like, if he wasn't
not the only one.
Not the only one.
Because we got a surprise at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Multiple, actually.
But you're right, though. You're right. The creeper is the shit.
Yeah, he's like the only saving grace of this movie.
Name? Fuck. Jason Breck?
Yeah.
Jonathan Breck.
Jonathan Breck.
Jonathan Breck?
Jonathan Brecky? Jonathan Breck?
I don't know. Hope that's right.
I'm sure we're fine. I think we got it.
Yeah. But yeah, he kicks ass in this. I don't know what's with the red shirt all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Why does he have this bright red shirt? Why was that
so out of place? I don't know.
Why was some like, you know what I mean? Some dirt, or if he's wearing this shirt.
He's wearing a dairy shirt.
That'd be funny.
That would be kind of funny.
He's like, that's not a bad shirt.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I have. I just have stuff that was like funny, and then things that didn't make any sense, and also like the ending itself is like very stupid.
With that kid going into Freckleface going into the bus.
The bus, like, so pretty much at the end of the movie, he goes away, and then at the end you see Trish from the first movie, fucking like I guess like 23 years later, because she's old as shit now, and she's like,
she looks good though.
Yeah, and she's I guess telling a story or she's writing a book or something, and then after that it shows Freckleface and the main girl. And then at the end, it's revealed that he puts on the varsity basketball thing, and then you hear like the chant from the second movie, and the bus rolls up, and he gets in and leaves. So it's kind of they pretty much pulled like a Final Destination 5 on us,
Kinda.
like a prequel or
Not
something.
Not as well though.
Not as well. No, fuck
all,
no.
Because yeah, like you said when we were watching it, this is all James's credit here.
Mm-hmm.
But he said it. He's like, I was like, I don't remember that freckled face fuck being on there, and he was like, and if he was on there, he would have known some shit about the creeper because he just went through all this shit.
Yeah.
And not one person, except for that fucking the white bitch that fucking has her eyes get all milky. Not one person except for her, which makes zero sense. Actually knows what the creeper is or what the creeper is doing or something like that. But he actually saw this bitch get taken away, and like 2 days later, he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go play basketball. Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, if he was on the bus, that motherfucker would know a little about what this thing is.
Yeah,
because it does.
Yeah, because then
like, this just happened.
And I'm saying, like in the second movie, all the like the fucking like the shuriken, his shuriken hitting the tire, pulling it out, people fucking getting pulled up from the sky. He would have been like, dude, this just fucking happened like an hour ago. Like I just came home from this. Like,
yeah, it's bullshit.
That's the one thing I was like, yeah, like if you would.
And in the second one, they're on the way home from a game.
Not going to the game.
They're not going to the game.
They're coming home from one.
You're coming home. So this is the same day. How did no one notice that? It can't be the same day.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's stupid.
In the morning they went, and you don't usually like crash the night somewhere, and then
Driving them.
I don't know.
I think we're just overthinking it.
I'm starting to get pissed off. Really pissed off. This is a bullshit movie. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a slap in the face to all of us that have waited a long time for an actual Jeepers Creepers 3, and we didn't get it. Instead, we got a 1.5 bullshit fucking half-ass movie with the Creeper acting his ass off, but everyone else acting like they're, I don't know. I guess it was their first day of acting. I have no idea. But there's I guess the chick and the freckle-faced guy. The freckle-faced guy, he looked like he was gonna cry. Every fucking scene.
Yeah, like the weirdest face.
I'm not really good at this, but would you let me lick your pussy?
Yeah, he looks so fucking weird.
I can give you some hay if you can just
I give you some hay if you give me some
suck
head.
my old freckled wiener a little bit.
Can you add more freckles on my face? Can you draw more on?
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
No.
I'll tell you that right now. Okay, and that leads us right into we're going into fucking Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
I was gonna segue when you said like this is like how when you said Jeepers Creepers 3 was a slap in the face. I was gonna say like not as much as the next thing we're gonna talk about, because holy fuck. Dude.
I heard from respectable people that this movie sucks dick and do not spend your money going to it had a small release in theaters, like a couple days or something like that, and then it was on VOD, and it was like, do not waste your money even on VOD. Yeah, now you can see why. We've waited a long time to see this motherfucker, and tonight was the first night we ever watched it.
The first watch for us.
Even with me already being drunk, it was bad. It was so bad. They call it Jeepers Creepers Reborn. But then reuse things that are minimal to the story, like his weapons and shit like that.
It's called
and the stuff that's like major to the story, they're like, we're just gonna act like he's a guy that comes out of the ground and just fucking kills people in this house.
It's like, instead of Jeepers Creepers Reborn, it's Jeepers Creepers Recycle, Reduce, Reuse.
Word.
Recycle.
But without even the cool part of the story.
No,
like,
and he looks fucking stupid.
He looks bad.
I can't get over how bad he looks.
It's so bad.
I get it. I'm not trying to like shit on like the actors who did him, but oh my god, like dude, they fucked up.
At first, I was forgiving the CG and shit when they were driving and stuff.
Dude,
it didn't look half bad. I was like, okay, I could tell, but fuck it. $2 million budget is not gonna be that impressive.
Oh yeah, this is like the lowest budget too of the franchise.
But then there's this like weird cult shit that they don't talk about. They don't explain. The creeper's killed with a fucking spear from the roof, like the little north-southwest thing that people used to have in their house.
It's like a Halloween 6.
Yeah, it's kind of like Halloween 6.
This is a
He's
random
worried
cult.
about a bitch being pregnant when she got fucked, like in like 2 minutes she's pregnant. Because that happens, right?
Unless that bitch cheated.
She's a cheating slut.
That cheating slut. That
And
bitch cheated.
I wouldn't doubt it with the guy she was with, because that guy was terrible.
Oh yeah, dude. The main guy, holy shit.
The main dude was fucking
he acted
atrocious.
He acted like everything was like the whole thing was like a play.
It was so bad. The coolest thing he ever did was make her do that cosplay stuff. That was
that was awesome.
And we didn't get to see. I saw one little butt cheek, like jiggle.
That's it.
That's it. It was supposed to be like this big cosplay thing in the middle of nowhere, and it just happens to be the same place where there's like this creep. There's these creep sightings and stuff, but they have footage of it on their phones, and it's just like, well, this is 23 years earlier. Like, you wouldn't have that footage, like, unless it was on like some kind of, you know what I mean?
Like the bigger camera.
And they made it digital, but it's just nothing makes sense in this movie. This movie's
also too
bad. I still don't even understand why he wanted her baby. The cult was saying so you don't have to do this again, like, because you get a new birth that you get, which is kind of a cool idea. I thought about that for a Jeepers Creepers movie. I thought about like, what if the town was like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll sacrifice the best of the best, you know, because he wants the best stuff, right, from people. So what if you sacrifice? Oh, you're an athlete, you know, all the athletes, and they just like.
He needs your legs. Go.
Yeah, you gotta make a sacrifice, man. Mm-hmm. Blah, 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 blah. Or they kidnap people to do it. That way, it's not so. Right?
Yeah, I think it'd be like more terrifying. Yeah.
It'd be like athletes, smart people, like all this kind of stuff, and they do this just to keep him at bay, so they don't wreak havoc on the whole town.
Yeah.
Just on.
See, even that sounds even better.
Like if there was like a Van Helsing kind of person that's like, I know exactly what he wants.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That'd be cool, but they didn't do that, and we just came up with that right now. So like, why can't? What was this? Like, what was this? For one, I know it's tainted, so nobody wants these rights to this shit. So that's why they were dirt cheap. If production was $2 million, I can only imagine what you paid for this.
Oh my god! Paid the actors, paid for the sets, paid for the effects, paid for CGI.
Paid for the rights. Like it had to be like,
for real. Like they made no money. This is like not. I don't want to say the biggest flop, but I'm like, dude, like yeah, dude. Imagine to pay for the rights, get that budget. I'm pretty sure like no one wanted to fucking touch. This is like even way after the whole Victor Salva thing.
There's like 2 scenes in the woods, and everything else is
in the house.
But everything else is green screen behind him.
Oh yeah,
everything.
It's just even more crazy.
Crazy.
And he's so noticeable. He's like this. Like there's like a scene where like the camera guy is like in the graveyard or something, and he's like. Because they go to like the mansion or the manor, wherever the fuck, like where the creeper's at, and then the camera guy of that. Also, by the way, that whole thing is kind of weird as fuck. Like, what was the whole point of them going to a trip? Because he wanted to propose to her, but like, where were they going? They just happened to stop off at this. No, all that shit happened at the cosplay thing, right?
Well, he was talking about the creeper before.
Yeah, and then he was watching a video about something that happened, like something that like a reenactment or something.
I was already 3 shits to the wind.
It was just like in the beginning, because like remember it was like the opening scene for this movie was that it was like this old couple and shit, and they were being chased by the bee eating you.
Yeah, they did the whole
creeper
first
truck
movie scene, but terribly.
And there was like
and D. Wallace was in here.
It was a red truck.
What are you doing? That's where all the budget went.
For real, probably, yeah.
Sorry, just get her in her way. And the dude, the actor with her was good too. Her husband?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But he did a good job. And there is some, I'm not gonna lie, there's some decent acting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say that's all shit. The boyfriend was terrible.
Yeah.
The main, the main guy, the guy that's with the main chick, he was just
but she's fine.
Fucking terrible. And she did the best she could. I totally believe that. I think she did the absolute best she could do with what she had.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when she was in pain, I felt like she was in pain. That kind of stuff.
The
redneck guy was all right. He was okay. It's just the fucking bullshit sets and everything that they got put into were just fucking bad, man. Just bad. And the biggest sin here is the creeper himself.
Oh my, yeah, I'm saying he's
fucking
so weird.
Terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Terrible. Not imposing at all. Like
he's like shirtless for no reason now.
Huh?
He's shirtless. You see his fucking abs and shit. It's like what?
Which is obviously just like a plate that he's wearing. Like there's some straps on the back. It looks like if I got a Ninja Turtle costume and just had the shell in the front. It looked bad, dude. And then his face looked terrible. He's super scrawny, skinny.
He had a big head for some reason. His face,
height, like nothing.
Face was like wide, and it's like, what the fuck?
Ugly motherfucker. And then he has this. They try to change it up to where he has this whistle thing that gets everybody to
instead of fucking doing a high pitched screech on his own.
He has a whistle.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And then everybody just kind of stops what they're doing and freaks out for a second, and then I guess that's for him. And then he's got to play the music while he's killing people. And he's not. I don't think there's one scene in here where they show him eating something that regenerates anything.
Well, his arm, remember?
His arm, yeah. Oh, the arm. Yeah, the arm.
Yeah, there you go.
The arm, because he ripped it off and it was a white.
Why? Because like he shot. They shot his arm or something.
His hand.
His hand. They shot his hand.
So he ripped it off from here, which is like the typical prosthetic fucking fake arm hand thing you got going on about right here. And yeah, totally fake. And you can tell it's fake because he is like gray, black, fucking dark brown, bleh. And when he rips his arm off, he's got like this white ass arm. Like they couldn't even
like a mannequin arm.
They couldn't even put like some brown gray paint on this motherfucker just to make it look gross. It's bad, and it really pisses me off because how fucking dare you? Like,
yeah,
I get what happened with the director and shit, but like with this, you have some good names behind. You have Justin Long in one of his best roles to this day. And when you say you can't like watch one of these movies because of that shit, it's like, well, it's not just him. Like these other motherfuckers didn't know that shit was going on, and they made a good movie out of it. And I can't even respect that. And then now it's gotten so bad that we need to make a whole new one. And when you make the whole new one, it's just fucking terrible, dude. I've seen sci-fi movies better than this. Sci-Fi Channel movies.
They pretty much just got like the same thing from the first movie, and they just made it worse. Kind of like the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
I didn't want to write anything down. It doesn't even just
literally my notes were just like blank.
I wrote my signature a bunch of times.
Practice his signature.
Yeah, it's just fucking stupid. Like,
and then they have like a fucking room. Like, remember that one room with like the doll of Derry or some shit?
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah, like,
how dare you?
So how the fuck is this a reboot?
This like cute little wink to like, hey, and it's like this Derry voodoo doll, and it was just like, what are we doing? We still don't even know. Even if you're gonna go down that route, we have no idea.
Yeah, so like, is this like in a different universe, or is it in the same, like? Because why the fuck would they have a fucking voodoo doll of Derry?
And the truck looks very similar when it's in older years. Yeah, it's really stupid.
So they're just taking the cool parts.
Yeah, but not even. The coolest part is that he can regenerate, and that we don't know what the fuck he is, and that we want some answers. Why does he like? I don't. Out of all the people, this bitch, he just wants her baby. Like, it's so weird. There's so many people in the town.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. And then they introduced like that.
To be some people cruising around.
And then they introduced like that. Not even introduced, but like they showed like that one guy in the cult or the fuck, like the old guy. And it's like, okay, and then you see him like staring at her, and then they have like no interaction whatsoever. He's just there until the end, revealed to be one of the cult members that fucking spreads blood over her that main girl's stomach or the fuck, or just fucking with her baby or something, some cult shit.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's like the only interaction they had, but they never spoke. Like, this is, I don't know.
It's really dumb.
It is dumb.
This movie's dumb. Do not waste your time on this movie. I never want to watch dog shit like this ever again. Like, it's time I'm never gonna get back. You know what I mean? Like, this is terrible. We did it purely because we want to do the whole franchise. We want to do every movie that was in here, and it's only 4 movies. God damn, that last one, fucking terrible.
So terrible.
So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a ranking. We did our pre-ranking. I'm safe to say mine has not changed. So if you've seen that, then good for you. But I don't know if your ranking has changed.
Well, we'll see.
Well, let's go with our least favorite of the bunch.
Okay.
Kick it off.
All right. My number 4. Let me think. I don't know. So hard. Jeepers Creepers Recycle.
Same here.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers Reborn is probably one of the worst ones and the least budget and least everything. So I can't even blame him for that. But yeah, like, this movie was just straight up terrible. It's not worth the money. Don't waste your money on this fucking movie. We got fucked out of fucking $3 to watch this piece of shit.
Yeah, we paid for it.
Just to rent it out. Thank God we didn't buy it. It's fucking terrible. I don't even think I want to buy it on DVD. and we're trying to collect those before those goes away forever.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck this movie.
Bury this movie. Burn it. It deserves no place on my shelf or anybody else's shelf.
No.
That's why it's my number 4 as well. Yeah. Jeepers Creepers Reborn is not a good movie. Do not watch it. Go watch something else. Go watch the first 2. There you go. If you're in the mood for some Jeepers Creepers,
that's it.
First 2 is the way to go. All right. So
going on from that, my number 3 is going to be Jeepers Creepers 3. Again, this one is, I would say this is probably somewhat of a step up from Reborn, but it's still not as great as the other 2, as the first 2. This one's just kind of it was like unnecessary because, again, we still didn't get any answers and they were kind of going in that direction and they still failed to do that anyway. So this movie just seems like so unnecessary. This is kind of just like, it just shouldn't exist. But it's still more enjoyable. The characters are somewhat okay. It's better than the 4th one. Fuck that movie.
I'll give you that. It's better than the 4th one, but it's also my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Jeepers Creepers 3 is not good. It is not a good movie. Act like this one doesn't exist. Even though it's a really... that's the shitty part about it. Is I thought it was a part 3, and it turned out to be a part 1.5, which really fucking pissed me off. Because that
they're doing it a lot.
That is so
This is very
stupid.
common now. It's a very common thing to do.
At least tell people, like, you don't wait fucking, 15 years or 4, whatever it was. 13 since the last movie that came
the
out.
3rd one, yeah.
Just to make one that goes in between.
Should have just done it after.
What are you talking about? I don't even care if it's like not even like as action packed as the last 2. Like just make a nice little trilogy here.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. But instead, we got a tease of Trish that's gonna wrap it up. That's never gonna fucking happen. I can't believe
that was the biggest middle finger ever.
I can't believe this motherfucker thought that was gonna happen. You bring Trish back right at the end?
You should have been.
Damn, dude.
No. Yeah. They really fucked themselves before the foot with that.
Anyway, terrible movie. Number 3. All right, what's your number 2?
All right. So this is where the part gets really, really juicy because if you guys have seen our pre-ranking, if you haven't seen our pre-ranking, I have put the first movie in my number 2 spot because I had so much deep nostalgia for the second one. But I can confidently say that my mind has changed and I am going to put Jeepers Creepers 2 at my number 2. Because, again, this is why we do pre-rankings, because we kind of have like that thought in our mind. We get that out first, and we rewatch everything, and then we kind of decide afterwards. So after watching every single one from 1 through 4, I can confidently say that the second one is my number 2. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's just the first one is just the best one. But the second one still, I have deep nostalgia, the one I've seen the most, and it's by far one of the most entertaining. Dude, even Scotty doesn't piss me off now as much as everyone else.
I know, for real.
This makes Scotty look cool. And we fucking hate Scotty.
He fucked up. He should have been on the table right now.
Yeah.
We did a little goof there.
You can put him right now still.
Okay.
Boom.
So that's a little something coming to you next year. All right, let's see here. Oh.
Are they gonna kiss? What's going on?
Camera
There we go. Okay.
All right, there we go. All right. Little goof.
Well, anyway, so again,
that's your number 2 spot?
That's my number 2 spot.
Number 2 is in number 2. Jeepers Creepers 2 is also my number 2. Like I said, mine has not changed. We did a pre-ranking for this. We did a pre-ranking for Halloween as well. And with that one, we had like 13 movies to go through.
Oh, yeah.
So that one's easily interchangeable. You know what I mean? Because who knows? Your mind's definitely going to be different from what happens when you watch them. With 4 movies, it's kind of hard to do, so we might not be doing this again for such a short franchise.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of ridiculous. But to finish this off like we wanted, my number 2 spot is also Jeepers Creepers 2. Like I said in the past, Jeepers Creepers 1 holds a very, very good spot in my heart. Jeepers Creepers 2 is kind of there, not really. I like how we get more of the creeper. I like how he looks more menacing and gross in this one. But to me, it doesn't hit me. I don't give a fuck about any of these people. The dad plays his ass off. I feel the dad's pain and everything. And I think it's creepy when at the end, when the creeper has like no arm or leg and he's like, like jumping.
He's just jumping. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, good shots. It's a good story. Like,
some good creepy shit.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So Jeepers Creepers 2 earns the right to be called creepy. You know, creeper, creepy, blah, blah, blah. But Jeepers Creepers 2 is still my number 2 spot. What's your number 1, my friend?
Well, with a little bit of math and the power of love, you can obviously know that Jeepers Creepers 1 is my number 1 spot. Earlier you said the first movie holds a very high spot in your heart or whatever, and I was thinking that like it also has a very high standard that no other movie can even compare to, like not even the second one, which is why I said the number 2 is the number 2, because as much as I like it, deep nostalgia, I'm just comparing to the first one. Like you can't, like it's like like one of Justin Long's best like performances of his entire career. It's in our opinion, at least. And just everything about it, like the way, like it's like the creeper is like the truck, and then everything. I don't know. Everything is just perfect. The story, the ending, like I was so interested in this entire fucking movie. And the other one, second one, just as much. And then afterwards, it started just diminishing. But the first one, still, yeah, like just super tenseful.
Yeah, I feel. Again, here we go. My number 1 is also Jeepers Creepers, the first one. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat that brother and sister dynamic.
Yeah.
It's believable. It hurts more when one of them gets taken away. It really sucks. And the fucked up ending, I really appreciate.
Yeah, very traumatizing.
I love the little breadcrumb trail that they give you to figure out what the fuck is going on with this person.
Oh, yeah, and you're learning with them.
When you first watch it, you think this is just a guy at first, just a fucking serial killer, whatever. And then come to find out, motherfucker's got wings, flying around, picking people up, demon-like, has this whole underground layer of fucking people.
In a church and shit.
All around the walls.
Yeah.
Very cool, creepy, fucking original shit. And I miss it so much. And I remember seeing this for the first time and just being like, you know what I mean? Just scared. Just
even to this day, it's like rewatching it. It was like fuck, and then like, and then there's some stuff that I forgot happened, so I still get like a nice little surprise every now and again. The part where Trishy's on the car and it's in the background. You're like, what the fuck? Like turn around, bitch. Fucking look, dude. Like yeah, I'm still fucking like go. Even though I've seen it like a couple dozen fucking times, it still gets me. So that's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, it holds a very high standard to this day. If we ever get another one of these movies, which I doubt, considering this one fucking bombed like crazy, they
probably will. Give it like 5 years, and I'm sure someone else will.
Blumhouse.
They got a lot of things.
Blumhouse. Blumhouse.
Blumhouse might do it, but
just start petition.
They got to let things simmer down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just let people forget, and then revamp. I feel like this is one of those where people want it, but they don't want to say they want it. In Hollywood, it's got the stigma around it. So just let it die.
Stinky.
Let it die. Let it die. It'll come back. I'm telling you right now. You heard it here first. Anyway. Well, that's our ranking. That is our discussion on part 3 and Reborn. I am fucked up. But I should be, because it's New Year's, people.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself. I hope you're fucked up. I hope you're having a good time. thank you guys for watching. We appreciate every single one of you. For right now, this is Rock Hard out.
Beans, rice, and Jesus Christ. Bitches.
Toodles.